Hello there, Ray here guys. Welcome to the stream. How are you guys doing on this lovely Friday? It is Friday, January 20th. Start of a new weekend. We're already hitting the end of January. January goes kind of fast because a lot of times vacations kind of go into a few days until like a week into January. So that makes it go by pretty fast. Then February kind of fast just because it's not that many days. The entire month of February 20th, so it looks like we got about another full week and a partial one. Hey, we got egg apples in the chat. Not found is here. Not you as well. We got Rick coming in with the end biddies saying hello, Rays. This is your daily dose of bits. Hey, Rick, thank you for the biddies. They're up there on the board, top left of the screen for cheer goal. Hi, Ben. Also got that 1K badge. And he reached a total of 1,600 bits. That's impressive. Welcome in Azil as well. We did have a new snapshot this last Wednesday. If you haven't already seen the snapshot video, check it out. There's actually quite a bit in it. Working up not only 1.20 but also 1.19.4 for Java. We did a lot of bug fixes and that sort of thing. I also uploaded a new video today on my YouTube channel. It's under the short content. It's a 1-minute video showing my dye farm. The dye farm that can do 60% of all the different types of dyes in the game from a single type of farm. If you haven't already built that one in your world, kind of a go-to design. Did spend a lot of time making sure it's compact and simple and all that good stuff. And of course, the full explanation and tutorial video is in the description. It's a short video, it's like 1 minute long, so grabbed a lot in there. Wasn't able to put the whole thing in there. First, thanks to Mark for editing down my video. If you guys would like to help me edit any of my long format videos into short ones, get a hold of me on Discord. I think you did a superb job. Impressed by how we got a whole tutorial down into 1 minute. Also was able to do intro and outro. Pretty impressive. Today we are working on a different simple farm. We're working on the actual tutorial of my simple Enderman farm. I designed this a while ago when Dripstone came out, and I did do some videos related to it. Like I did a video about Enderman farm using water bottles that uses this design, and I also did a video about my salt blocks and XP farm and also uses this Enderman design. But today we're just gonna do a video just about the XP farm. A lot of times people ask like, hey, do you just have a simple XP farm? Maybe they don't want to build like my Piglin XP farm, or maybe it doesn't work. They're like on a server that doesn't allow that. This will give options for just getting some XPs without going through other more effort that's needed to like the Piglin XP farm or bartering. So that's the goal of today. Let's see. Recording's working. Recording everything. We have plenty of room. And yes, everything looks good. We will get started. I guess I already sent out announcements letting everybody know that we are live. Oh, is my bot down? Maybe we should double check. Okay, so that one bot's going. Check, make sure the other one's still going. Yeah. As I get the stream going, make sure you guys join all my socials. They're on screen there. They're also underneath the stream. Click them all, join them all. Not only did I upload a video onto my YouTube short today, but I also uploaded one onto Instagram. So if you guys have that, check me out at Ray's Work. And also on TikTok. It's also at Ray's Work. You'll find which one's my account. Oh, the bot did turn off. You know, okay, the bot did turn off. Let me turn it back on again. Ah, okay. Try that again. I don't know what makes the bot turn off. I don't know if I accidentally click on it. What? There you go. There's the different commands. Okay. Go ahead and pop up Minecraft. You guys can see what's all going on. So this is simple Enderman farm. Try to keep it kind of bare bones. Like the blocks even needed to get like out to this location, that sort of thing. It's all kind of minimalistic. And you could use pretty much any sword to kill them. They're like a one-hit kill and the sweeping attack, all that good stuff works. And we did figure out like how much XP it produces. And we did make sure to make the platform above big enough so that we could keep them constantly spawning in. I do remember us testing out some smaller platforms, but we didn't get the fast enough spawn rate. You're playing it hard to see. Okay. Check another setting. I am going to record, so not everything looks nice. Pretty good. Audio is okay. Audio's a little bit too loud. I can always turn it down when I'm editing the video. Oh, well, Sneaky's here as well. Hopley says, will it be a tutorial on YouTube? Yes, that's what we're doing today. So today I'm actually recording the block by block tutorial. So after I designed it, make sure it all works, I will then do actual building tutorial. And then I also wrote down some notes of different things I want to mention. So what I'm going to probably do is open up maybe a second. Do I need to open a second? Or we could just hop between worlds. I think a second count might lower my frames. Just because I'm also streaming plus recording. But what I would like to do is, I would like to build it correctly. So usually I'll open like a second account and use that as reference. Or what I'll do, sometimes I'll just build it right beside this one. Then I can kind of see how to build it. Try and get the dimensions correct, stuff like that. Hey, Pink Creeper. If you guys are new to the stream, be sure to hit the follow button. And welcome in. Thanks everybody's been hitting the follow button and joining in. Making our way up to 50,000 followers. Is this your design? Yes. My design that I made. Showed it off in a couple different videos. Like I said, I showed it off in the video where I showed how you can kill Enderman using water bottles. And also the video about my skulk. You guys remember my skulk farm? That one also uses the same Enderman design. Then I have to think. Do I want to actually build it just beside this one? What I could do is... I feel like my night vision isn't really helping that. I guess just the background looks kind of dull. I'd say a lot of people probably want to build it like directly from the Obsidian platforms. Maybe we can do that. What are you doing there? I think I'll build in this world just because if I want to like refer to this one, I can just fly over there. And then at the end, what I'll do is I'll just delete that one or remove You could then remove the lava and then come all the way down to where the stone is. Where the cobblestone meets the void. This is at the very bottom of the world. If you do F3 plus G, you can see where the world actually ends. And at the very bottom here, you can come in and place in some bottom slabs. We're going to use this to build a bridge out far enough away so the Enderman will only spawn inside of our farm. You can bridge out using any material that Enderman will not spawn on top of. Slabs are the cheapest. Or if you happen to have iron and collected a lot of leaves. And we're going to bridge out a total of 8 chunks or 128 blocks. Nathan says, light is also an option. Yeah, you can use light part way. When it gets to this part here, we have to make sure to also put this top piece onto it, just so they don't fall apart. I might just build it the exact same way across from that one. That way I can easily tell if I make a mistake. They'll be lined up. Let me also pull up my other notes so I can... There's a few questions I want to answer. I wrote them down last stream. Okay, might as well mention that part about the lights. If you use full blocks, make sure to light them up. If you use full blocks, make sure to put light down so that... If you use full blocks, make sure to place lights down so Endermen don't spawn. It's 8 blocks away from that too. Now we're plenty away from the main end island, so they can't spawn there. But make sure you also keep it 8 chunks away from other farms. Now we're ready to build the area where the player will stand and pick up the XPs. We're going to go out 2 blocks on the end in either direction. Then we're going to build in a 3 set by 4 area of slabs, and we're going to fill this area in. And then we're going to put in another 2 over here. Now we're going to do this exact same thing to the opposite side over here. Now we're going to build a wall. Now we're going to build a wall around the outside so the player doesn't accidentally fall off. And Enderman won't teleport to this. This can be either built out of moss blocks or carpet. You can get the moss, you can get carpet easily from my carpet duper here. Or if you already built my moss farm, you can easily get the moss. You can get tons and tons of moss carpets. Once done, it'll look like this. Then now we're going to build in a small pin which will hold in the Enderman. Place a temporary block there, and then we're going to put slabs that are bottom slabs, and we're going to go around this. So 4 on that side, 5 on this side, and then another 4 on this side, and finish off by putting 5 on that side. Okay, might as well do the bottom part before we leave this area. We need that. We need to place that block down. Then top slabs on both of those. Hey, Alki. Oh, Alki, could you please write a small message about what I'm doing and pin it? It'd be right here, actually. Then in the center here, we can place another slab on top of that and our dripstone point on top of that. Then on either side, we're going to click on the top side of this, put in a slab there as well as over here. And on the back side, we're going to come in and place in some walls. The point will do twice as much damage as a normal fall. And the extra room will let the Enderman spread out, and the walls will keep the Enderman close enough so the player can easily reach them when we come in to attack. The light will keep this area bright, while also changing the size of that wall to make it thicker. Okay. We got 4 there, we got 16 here, that's 20. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 10, 20, 30, 1, 31. Okay, we'll just go at 32 blocks. Now we're going to continue the slabs we placed down, going back towards the way we came from. We're going to put in a total of 32 of these slabs. This is to prevent any Endermen from teleporting out. Actually, I don't think I need these. Couldn't I just put these carpets down there? Make the person just walk on top of the carpets? The only problem is like trying to go from there into here. Let's say I had like the carpets on top of this. Players walking on top of it. I just have to go into there. I would save on some blocks, but it would be kind of strange. Ray's working on a video for a simple Enderman XP bar. Thank you. Did you not pin that Alt key? I wonder how you would get inside. Can't remove that block. Actually, you could. Could probably sneak underneath that. Or could also put a piece of string there and then put the carpet there. Hey GC. I don't think Alt is in that. There. Because then you would have to place in all these blocks. Let me just think how we can do this. Can't easily jump back up there again. I guess I could record this here. This should work. So I want to do is just put a string underneath there, and then the player can land here, and then go inside like this. But I'm not sure if that actually stops Enderman. So let's go test it. Custom preset. We want to change change this to I think string works. Is it called trip wire. That's what it's called. And then we'll do one layer of moss. Carpet. Oh, okay. It's about right. Upland says, what's your favorite farm? I really enjoy the more complicated ones. So I really enjoy my beacon farm, the endstone farm, and more recently my mob head farm. Okay, so you see there's string there, and there's that. Now we get Enderman. Snowballs. Okay, it doesn't teleport. That means that's good. It means you can't actually teleport to any of this. Hey, all 99's here. Welcome back. Okay, so that would make the farm a little bit cheaper. Go ahead and delete this. Perfect. Yeah, they can only warp around if they can actually warp around. And that's essentially what we're testing here. We don't want them to warp out of the farm. At least not this time. Okay, so then I think we use string or sign. Now on this path back to the main island, we're going to go ahead and knock out this block and use a non-colliding block, such as like a sign or a string. Then we're going to place a carpet on top of that. Then we're going to come over here and place in a layer of 2 carpets on top of this walkway, going back 32 blocks. And then at the end here, we'll just place in a single one, and this will be the way the player gets into the farm. I wonder if I should mention to waterlog them. If people want to, they can waterlog it instead of... I think that would also work. I guess we could just test it on this one. Do this, paste it in, beginning, fill from there to there with, and Probably remove this square. I think that also works. They're not teleporting out, so I think it works. Alternatively, you can waterlog each of these slabs going out 32 blocks, whichever you find cheaper. Whichever you find to be cheaper. Okay, we'll continue. Sergeant says, YouTube video voice. Yes. Yeah, try to pronunciate and also sound excited. People be like, I don't know why, people always like, why do you always sound not so excited? It's like, I am really excited, but my voice doesn't just illustrate. Dinosaur says, that is a cool name. Says, would you like to collect charge creepers? Do you have a farm like that already designed? Yes, I already have a charge creeper farm. My newest version, I don't have a video out yet, so stay tuned. Probably come out pretty soon. Alrighty. For the water before we accidentally wash carpets away. Now up here, we're also going to place in 2 layers of carpets. Now on top of here, we're also going to place in 2 layers of carpets. All the way around the outside of this ring here. Except for this location here. This is where we're actually going to build in the drop tube for the Enderman to fall down. You can use whatever blocks you want. I'm going to use glass because it's kind of fun to watch Enderman fall. We're going to place in blocks like this, and then we're going to take this up. Okay, I don't know how far I actually have to go upwards. Oh, I guess I did it. I did the glass wrong already. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 7 here, and then 1 block here, 18. Hey, Doom. Except for the last place here, which we're going to place in a glass. Except for the last place here, where we're going to place in some blocks. I'm going to use glass because this is going to be the drop chute, which allows it, which keeps the Enderman from flying. Which keeps the Enderman so that which makes sure the Enderman fall directly into the killing chamber. I'm going to use glass so it's easy to watch them fall. You can use whatever blocks you want to. Now we're going to take each of these up a total of 18 blocks, counting this one. So we can easily do this just by putting 17 blocks on our hotbar here. And then as we stack up, once we run out, we'll be exactly where we need to stop. Now we can do the same thing to the other three sides. Doom says, do you need anything? I think I messaged you about some stuff, or you can check the to-do list. I wasn't able to get your resource packs to work. They didn't show up here. Not sure why. I put them in. Are they for a different version, maybe? Put them in the resource packs folder. I think this is 23 by 4 minus 16 equals 12 plus 5 minus 16 is 11. 23, right? Yeah, I mean, I left them in a zipped. Should I take them out of the zip? Maybe I should look inside the zip. Might have been the problem. Maybe it was a zip inside of a zip or something. I didn't even check. Resource pack. Date modified. No, it's not a zip inside of a zip. White explosions. Looks like this when I open up the zip. White redstone. Okay. All quiet. Same as well. Does that look right there, Doom? These are the older ones, and then here's your 3 new ones. This one is quite a bit bigger. Almost 17 megabytes compared to this one. I don't know if you know why, let me know. maybe give them a try and see if it worked for you. Okay. Now I think we should probably maybe just make a small platform here. Whoa!
Feeling a bit generous today.
Cursed Adam coming in with 100 biddies. Thank you so much. Appreciate the lovely biddies. Also helping us with our cheer goal, so top left hand corner. Getting a bit closer to the goal of 999 biddies for the stream. We're also trying to reach the sub goal of a total of 100 subs. If you guys have Amazon Prime or Twitch Prime, you know someone that has it, make sure you use it up each and every month. So that I'm at the top of your chest. But if you're asking me a question about Bedrock, I probably don't know it. I see. Okay. As I'm building this platform, if you stand in this corner, possible that they spawn. Yeah, okay, they spawn the opposite corner. So we should probably do the Endermite first. Am I on the right level? Okay. Yes. Alrighty. I can make the opening for the Enderman on this side, so people can watch it maybe. Need that and that. Once on top, we're going to go ahead and use top slabs to fill in these corners here. Then we're going to come in and place in a trapdoor there, as well as shift click one on top, and we're going to open those up just like so. We're going to come in and place in walls around like this. And we're going to get on top of these walls and place in a double layer of carpet all the way around. This way the Enderman will only be able to come in from the entrance here and won't be able to teleport on top of this. Okay, let's check. We need to get up on top of that somehow. Now at this point, while we're up here, we're going to place in the Endermite. Place a temporary block there, then a wall here. Now we need to get it up on top of this. And build in a small area where we're going to actually build in a small area where we will spawn in the Endermite. We're going to build in a 2 long area, and then we're going to come in and place in some walls so the Endermite cannot escape. No. I want to make sure the floor is made out of a block that we can place a rail on, and we'll place it just like so. Now we're ready to summon in the Endermite. You do have to be in survival. You do have to be in survival in order for the Endermite to be the... You do have to be in... You do have to be in survival in order for the endermite to be the proper type. You can't use spawn eggs. It'll take about 2 stacks of ender pearls in order to get an endermite to spawn in. We're just going to use these to teleport. You can take less damage by using feather falling on your boots, as well as using protection armor. And always keep some handy, and also keep some good food with you that'll do the regenerating. That will give you, that will regenerate you. Once you got a endermite, make sure you're not actually wearing any thorns armor, because that could end up actually killing it. Now you want to use your name tag on it. I use dinner bone so it's easy to see it's been name tagged, because even though we're going to try to pick it up with a minecart, they can still despawn inside minecarts if they're not name tagged. And the player is greater than 16 blocks. Now we'll place in a cart on the rail there, and when it slides over top near the endermite, I'll pick it right up. Now we need to make sure when we drop the endermite down, it goes directly in the center of this farm, which means it has to be over here. So let's go ahead and remove this, and then stand over here and push it over onto that side. Okay, let me read the chat again. If I missed anything. Such new ones on Discord, says Doom. Thank you. I don't know why. Do you know why the other ones didn't work? Start upper world on better condition to see if it works there. Yeah, I kind of remember that, Marpy, but I can't remember what type of problems you ran into. You gotta fill the edges in or glitch through the walls or solid blocks. You don't glitch with ender pearls. As long as you throw them straight downwards. Hey, Slow Evo. Welcome in. First time chatter, great to see some new faces. If you guys are new to the stream, hit the follow button. What's the purpose of using leaves aside from spawn proofing? Kind of easy to get large amounts. If you guys seen like speedrunners, they'll like use shears to get like tons of blocks really easily. It's like instant mine. But if you happen to have a lot of slabs, then slabs are decent. Slabs don't really work so well in this case because they would fall through. Was wrong. Enderman got stuck at one block hole. They blocked each other. Okay, let me just check my notes again. Did I miss anything? I talked about protection. I'm gonna actually mark some of these off, the ones I already talked about. No thorns. Talked about protection. Spawning, I talked about that one. Dripstone. Okay, we talked about how we can find dripstone. Lava water, talked about that. Before or after kill the dragon, early pearls. Okay, we can also talk about, I can add that stuff later in the video. A couple things I missed, but we can come back and do that. Okay, let me take a bit of a breather and let's add those data packs in that Doom sent me. No. last one was too big. Yeah, it did seem like it was quite big. Okay, well, got these new resource packs. Then we'll get back to recording. I'm actually having a lot of fun doing this kind of the Farm Everything series. Oh, didn't delete. Because I'm... Okay, well... replace... Move... Okay, moving 3 items. Destinations are already filled in. Place... Files... Okay. We'll see if it works. Oh yeah, looks like there's more now. Okay. That's awesome. So, let's see. If I get rid of... You made me one for... Quiet all. Quieter explosion. Quieter redstone. Okay, so let's just try these. Quieter explosion. Quieter all. Maybe, Doom, can you just write up a little thing about each of them? Explain which one does what? Because I'll probably forget. Could you write that in the Discord too? That way I could refer to that in the future. But yeah, it looks like they're working. Maybe I don't want the quieter all one. Can't hear the Endermite. Explosions and redstone. Also the fog one. Okay, maybe just hard to hear it. So now go ahead and keep recording. Let's pull up my notes too. So I'll forget something. I don't like notes. Nothing too soon to talk about. Record. Now we go ahead and remove these blocks. Endermite won't be able to move because it's inside of a minecart. And we'll remove all the blocks except for the one that's directly underneath of the Endermite. So then now we can go ahead and remove this block and it should drop onto the wall. This will keep the Endermite up nice and high so the Enderman cannot kill it. But also so they're able to see it and get mad at it. This is what's going to pull them into the center here. Now we can go ahead and build in the spawning platform for the Enderman. This is where we're going to add in an additional 21 blocks on each of the cardinal sides of this. Once again, you can put the exact number inside of your inventory and then just bridge outwards until you run out of material. Using the Swift Sneak enchantment on... If you happen to have the Swift Sneak enchantment for your boots, it'll make it faster to do this type of bridging. Oh, Swift Sneak on trousers. I forgot to change that. Might as well even show it. I forgot they switched it from boots to trousers. If you happen to have the Swift Sneak enchantment added to your trousers, added to your leggings, it'll make this type of bridging much faster. Thanks for catching that, guys. I think it was 21 blocks out. I think I did record that part. Stuck at the one hole, they blocked each other. Okay. Let me look at your picture, by the way. Why do you put TNT all over it? Is there a head touching? Is there a head touching the... What exactly going on there, Marpy? Is there a head touching the wall? Did you just not want to walk any closer to the Endermite? Just walk against each other. Is the center Enderman like just not trying to move in closer? Try changing the trapdoors a little bit. Try putting like, you know, try putting another trapdoor on top of it. Trousers, yeah. I was thinking, are they called trousers? You can go ahead and open this trapdoor now. You can go ahead and open this trapdoor. So if any Endermen spawn while building this, it will automatically die and be out of your way. First the trousers, and then some leggings. Yeah, I want to use the same kind of terms that are used. They're used in the game. That way most people understand what I'm talking about. I'm gonna cheat and just line it up with this other one over here. Okay. I go up C1 X minus 1 15 there. This is 2. 2 there. There's 20 more, 21 more. So 16 minus 2 is 14. 14 and 2. 14. Oh, we have to go quite a bit to go over there, boys. I might tear down that one. Don't think I need it anymore. Or I can. That was something. 14. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Wait. 20. Oh no. Not 21 blocks. Oh, this is wrong. What is it? Okay, it's 23 all the way across, minus the center. Thanks, Doom. So 23 and that's 22. That means it's 11 this way. That means it's just additional 10. to these. Next up, we're going to take the ends of the cardinal directions into Next, we're going to take the ends of these and we're going to bring them towards the corners here. So they end up connecting up with each other. Hi, Iton. Yeah, I'm doing some recording. I don't know if the chunk thing is going to be confusing or not. Hope it's going to be able to help people maybe if they want to count or something. Velo says the chunk grids are fine. Okay. They kind of added like a bit of fusion. Then it will look like this. Now all we have to do is fill in the center. So we have enough spawning area for the Endermen to spawn in fast enough to keep the farm constantly supplied. Oh, don't want to bump the Enderman. Want to do with cobble slab type up, replace air. Now it will look like this, and we can just come in here and replace. Now it will look like this. But in order for the Enderman to spawn in, the player has to be at least 24 blocks away. Go ahead and drop down to the AFK spot, which is all the way down here and inside of here. From this location, you're 24 blocks away from the spawning platform, so they can spawn in. And they fall far enough so that they are a one-punch kill, so it doesn't matter which one you punch, they will die. Or you can use the sweeping ability that any sword offers. Just by aiming in the center and sweeping one time, you can kill all the Endermen in the entire area. And all their XPs will come directly to you. The farm is designed so that it will always produce. I designed the farm so it will always have the maximum of 70 mobs spawned in at any given time. I designed the farm so that they will spawn in the mobs very quickly, so that you'll always be around the mob cap of 70 hostile mobs. Now the limiting factor for this farm is actually how fast the game will let player pull in the XP orbs. Because you can only take in 1 XP orb every 4 game ticks, the player is limited in you will get as many as 90,000 XP per hour. With the equivalent of 9,000 pearls per hour. You might notice that once in a while an Enderman will just die seemingly for no reason. This is actually because the Enderman came down here, took a little bit of damage, and teleported back up to the top. And then when it came down the second time, it just died. This happens once in a while, but doesn't actually affect the rates, but also allows you to make the farm extremely cheap and easy. There's actually enough room down here, so the Enderman shouldn't take max cramming. With the Enderman easily able to make 4 different groups of 25, so they don't ever collide with each other. Is there anything else I need to mention? Check out my notes. Let me check mark some more stuff. We talked about the 90,000 power. Talked about the 9,000 pearls per hour. The Enderman can TP, pop and die again. They don't die from max cramming normally. Okay, some other things. Oh, we talked about the one-hit kills. And also the punching, the mob spawning 24 blocks away. Anything else? Looks like what's left on my list is to talk about how to find the dripstone. How you can do this potentially before even killing the dragon. And how you can actually get ender pearls to summon an enderman. There's some other stuff like doing the intro and the outro, which I'm not sure how to do yet. Shmooby said, did you build this earlier this stream? I built this a few months ago. Well, actually a few years ago. But I'm finally getting around to actually doing a tutorial specifically on just the XP part of the farm. Oh, show how fast you get to level 30. But level 30 isn't so... Level 30 isn't really needed anymore, is it? I mean, is that relevance anymore? Level 30 is for like the best enchantments, right? Had enchanting set up? I could, but I don't know if that's specifically about this farm. Maybe maybe we'll edit the video down and see if it's like a little bit short of being like 10 minutes or something. We can add in some other things to make it a little bit longer. Maybe how to turn down specific sounds. Oh, like the loud Enderman. Is it loud for you guys? It turned down a little bit. Slow says, agree with the showcasing of 30 levels. Okay. How fast do we actually get 30 levels? Maybe I'll just time it on my phone and then I'll see if it calculates properly. Actually, wait, I need to do, let's see. XPs. Please set array 0 levels. Just need to keep some XPs underneath the player at any given time. Because it's like it's limited by the player intake time, not necessarily the Enderman build. Thanks, Marie. Okay, by minute 15, minute 19, say it's minute 20. Minute 20, which is 80 seconds. And you can get level 0 to 30 in just 80 seconds. Okay, thanks guys for reminding about that. That is probably kind of interesting. Vex, this is not the simplest. I know a really good one doesn't need Endermite. Probably not gonna be that good if it. The whole point of using Endermite, it makes it really simple. But this also produced the maximum XPs. Like you can make really simple ones just by having them. I show different ones where you use the main island to spawn an Enderman. This is actually like one that you're going to be able to use no matter if you do changes over there or not. Yeah, under a minute and a half. Look at them and they walk to you. That will need to them. Yeah, you can make it simpler, but it's not gonna be at like full efficiency. Kind of like automated. I don't know if you guys see my other Enderman farms that use the mainland island. But essentially, you can just go up in the air and you can actually make them all run to the center. That's the thing, when you come to simplicity, you always lose out on something. Links aren't allowed vague. The bot will remove them. Only long part here is to build it out, making it up. Yeah. To get away from other things. That's why I even mentioned other farms, because potentially people could have other farms out here, kind of like I had my other Enderman farm over there. let me record the 3 other things. I guess we could also record intro and outro. XP orbs. Yeah, that guy gets pushed in. That's fine. I think we covered all the basics. Last minute I did come in with this. I think that did cheapen it up by a bit. Plus there's also room if I add the enchanting table. You can always add that to the side here. I guess I couldn't mention about the ender pearls things. Ender pearls will just fall down. If you want to, you can just leave them there and let them despawn. Or you can walk around this edge here and collect them. There's also room if you want to build in your enchanting area just on the side of it. Just make sure to always place in the double carpets above anything else you build around this. Yeah, if you're using portals, that's definitely not simpler. You know how hard it is to get a bunch of obsidian to build portals? Oh yeah, I've showed a bunch of different types of portal farms. You guys seen my Enderman portal farm? I mean, essentially almost every farm that's based off of nether portals is based off of my ender pearl, or my nether portal mob farms. But yeah, I also have an Enderman farm that uses nether portals. It's my underloader. Enderman version of it. Can you make a farm where the Endermans get sent into outer islands and stack infinitely? You could, but that's a little bit harder. I don't know if you've seen my Enderman farm, but what I did is you just tower above the exit end portal, and then you just look at Enderman, and then they go into the center and they go into the overworld. And then in the overworld, you just go over there and kill them. It's on my YouTube channel, Vague. You just type in Enderman farm. Go to my YouTube channel, click the magnifying glass, and type in Enderman. Pop up. But that does remind. Let me record the other 3 things I want to talk about. I want to talk about how you can get pearls early game. I can show you. I already have a farm that uses nether portals, so you don't need to show me because it's based off of my farm. A lot of people like re-show my farms, or they change my farms and then they showcase them, but they don't always mention me, and that's the problem. People are like, "Oh, it's something new," but it's like, nope, I already showed it like years ago. So let me do a little explanation for getting pearls early game. Oh. That's a really thick obsidian portal, or obsidian tower. Now you can even build this XP farm before even killing the dragon. You just said nether portals before, Vig. Can't change your mind. See if this works. Oh yeah, this should work. Push forward. How to get the pearls. How to get the pearls for the Endermite. All you have to do is come in and build in a small overhang for the player to hide underneath of. And then just stand underneath here and look at some Endermen. This will make them mad and they'll come towards you. You can kill them here. You can kill them just from standing here. Or you can place down a boat and catch them inside a boat. That way they're not moving around so much. Okay. Pretty good. A ditch around here. I guess the boat kind of does that. It'd be a little bit cheaper than trying to mine through the end stone. Welcome in, Howard. One deep. Okay, I still think this is a little bit easier. This is like 6 blocks, or you could just use a boat. I guess I can just show how you place a boat right beside them. Or you could just... Or you could just place a boat. Or you could just place a boat. Or you could just place a boat beside them. Controller stopped working. Or you can just place a boat beside them and then push them into it. Just push them without... Oh. Sound like a Jedi there. Push them without force. Without using the force. Send some thoughts about other thumbnails and screenshots of the easiest design. Thank you, Murphy. Okay, they're getting squished. Yeah, oh, what you could do there, if that's what's going on with that farm, what you could do there is just remove one corner. Yeah, the design you're talking about, vague, it's not like automatic because you have to do all the damage to the Enderman. This one, they're all one-hit kills. I don't know why they wrote level 1 to 30 in 1 minute. Because I think we just tested it and it was a little over. I mean, maybe round down to 1 minute. It was a little over 1 minute. But yeah, that's not automatic. Okay, so we talked about that. Talked with ender pearls before killing the dragon. Oh yeah, dripstone. How to get the dripstone point. Let's go to a different world. Yeah, that's good. That's a good farm if you want to like manually like swing to get them low health. But keep in mind they're also going to teleport back to the original spawn platform. Which probably doesn't hurt. There's also not enough. There's probably is enough spawning there. You get constant XPs. But there's not always going to be enough Endermen around. Without the sweeping edge, it's horrible. Okay, the sweeping edge enchantment. Maybe that's why. This one, you can, like I said, you can punch it with your hands if you want to. Let's leave this world. Go into a normal world. We can grab. I want to grab some information about the dripstone biome. What's this world? Let's just go in this world. I do have Bedrock Edition, RP. Oh, we don't have permission in this world. Oh, okay, we don't want this world then. Delete that world. Find a different world. Or this one. Oh, this was the Wither Dragon world. Okay. Try to locate. Locate. I am. Rip. Website to change world version. Oh, for Bedrock Edition. Okay, maybe I don't want to go by the creeper. You can get your first dripstone point by coming here to a dripstone caves biome, or by trading a wandering villager, or by trading a wandering trader. Okay. I was already sent the farm vague. Oh no, I don't. I just want to record that short bit. That's fine. This world, I could probably. I think I could delete this world. I think I just used this one for a snapshot review video. It has the dragon and the wither here. Oh, looks like they had some fun. Delete. Yes, it's that one. Where's the Enderman farm? I guess I could provide this as the world download. Did we ever get the world download? Oh, I think we ever did get a world download, didn't we? Yeah. I guess the world download's fine. The only thing I changed was this part down here. Oh, I could mention that you could make this smaller. Okay. Let's record that. I already got the download. It's true. You're ahead of everyone else there, Marpy. Got some inside information there. Hey, Mark. Turn the recorder on. Oh, you can make this spawning platform smaller. But this is definitely the biggest that you need to make it. But you should definitely not make it any bigger than this. I got glitched items. Oh, you're going for the betas. Okay, that's cool. I think we answered all the questions I have on my thing. Talked about how we can do it before killing the dragon. We can do early that. Also how you can get dripstone points. We can experiment with smaller sizes if we want to. Because didn't we say if 1 XP orbs every 4 game ticks? I think we figured this all out. 1 XP is every 4 game ticks. Later. Stand a little ways away. Oh, they're not dying down. Okay. We said there was 72,000 game ticks per hour, and you only get taken XP every 4 game ticks, which means. Oh, we can also do the other math. What do we say? They each give you 5 game. Get 90,000 XPs per hour. How many XPs is level 30? EXP. Level up. Okay. 30 is down. Oh, 1400 XP. Total XP 1400. So we divide this by 1400. No. 1000 divided by 1400. That's about how many sets of level 30 you can get in an hour. So saying you can get. Oh, this says you should be able to get. Okay, that's interesting. I should probably choose the exact number. 90, 123 divided by 1395. So it's saying you can get level 30 64 times over in an hour. So an hour there's 3,600 seconds an hour. Divided by 64.5. So it says you should be able to get level. Yeah, it says you should be able to get level 30 in 55 seconds. Capped at 60,000 per hour. $60,000 per hour. I just watch my old video. Probably say whatever it is. Let me look it up. Enderman. Oh, I guess I didn't call it Enderman Farm. Must be called the XP Farm or something. Let me just do this one. And we will. Alrighty. And give me all their XP. But there's a problem. Enderman just died. XP can actually go in between 2 different dripstones. Because these points are randomly placed, you might have to choose a different corner. You'll also end up with a whole bunch of ender pearls in the system. I did put down some soul sand and hoppers underneath of those so that they could pick up any that fall that low. And I made a dispensing system using an observer clock just to throw the extra pearls into the void. But you could also decide to collect them. So just bringing over a stack of glass bottles, which you can get from like your witch farm, raid farm, or sand farm, and bringing over only 3 stacks of gunpowder, which you can get from witch farm, raid farm, creeper farm, or ghast. I'm able to AFK this farm for about 20 minutes, which is amazing for the end dimension here. But if you want to use a sword, you can still do that. If you just knock out this block right here, the Enderman will move into the center. Then you can just whack the center Enderman to get all the other Endermen nearby. If you'd like to see how I designed a farm for every item in the okay, so I didn't talk about the XPs there. Might be somewhere else in the video. Oh, this one, yeah, I wrote level 30 in 80 seconds. I wrote level 30 in 80 seconds. Huh. 50 says, so much math in this channel. Go directly under the block. They don't care if they stand a block next to it. Maybe you can put the endermite, push the endermite a little bit further back. We just want the enderman standing on the opposite side of the wall. This isn't really adding up because this says, the math says that I should be able to get level 30 about 56 seconds. Every Enderman supposed to give me 5 XP, right? Let me just look up. I'll just look for tick. Tick, tick, tick. How long the orb stays around. What do we want to figure out? Oh yeah, let's just make sure they actually give me 5 XP each. We'll do experience, set, raise, just 0, and also do 0 level. Now, go ahead and fill 1. And then we will points. Yeah, so we have 5 XP, so each one does get 5 XP. Let's do the reverse math and see if it comes out correctly. So we took about, we thought it took about 80 seconds for us to get level 30. So if there's 700, no, if there's 60 times 60, there's that many seconds per hour, and it takes us 80 of those seconds to just do it one time. That means we could do a total of 45. That means we can get 45 to level to level 30. And level 30 we said was $14.95. Oh, that means in 1 hour, yeah, we'd only get 60. 1 hour, we'd only get 60,000 per hour. Okay. So either it takes longer for the game to absorb 1 XP orb. Cause someone look at the Minecraft code. I thought it was 4 game ticks to absorb each XP orb. Like there's a cooldown between each one. Each hit from a sweeping attack. You didn't always collect a stacked XP orb. I don't think their XP orbs are stacking. They should drop 5, just sets of 5. Player cannot pick up more than pick up 18 times 3 orbs per hour, only 36,000 orbs. Oh, where'd you get your numbers there, Nathan? What is 3? You saying every 3 game ticks? You're saying if only pick up 3,600 or 36,000 XP orbs, and they're each worth 5. That means you could pick up 180. I don't think that's right, because I think that's like a guardian farm. Guardians produce more XPs. We did check it. Enderman is 5. That's what it says on the Wikipedia. If it was like Blaze, it's 10. Or Guardian's 10. Or Evokers. In which case, you know, it's doubled. Pretty much because 5 to 10. Cat got its claws stuck in your sock, and now you can belly rub as much as you want. They drop as a 3 value orb and a 2/1 orb. Oh yeah, okay. Okay, so it's more orbs. Yeah, so because they only drop them in chunks. The maximum is a 2, so they can't do... Are you sure? Right. Minimum value? Are these the natural ones? Naturally spawn are always integers of 1 through 11. They should be in there, right? 5 should be in there. Yeah, we could test in game. Should be pretty obvious if they're dropping 1 XP or less. Huh, I don't know why. I'm gonna do something with my controller. Board keeps popping out or something. Okay. Grab this. Oh. Drop 1 3 orb and 2 1 orbs. Okay, it looks like you're right. 3 orb and a... That would make it slower. Yeah, looks like this is a bigger one. These are 2 smaller ones. Okay. Okay, so that's why our numbers weren't matching up. So let's redo those numbers. Maybe we can try some different sizes. So if every 5 XP orbs that we take in actually takes 3 times as long, so it takes 12 game ticks, takes 60 game ticks. If we have 200 game ticks divided by 60, that means we only can take in as much XP from 1,200 Endermen per hour. If we divide that by per hour, really, that's per hour? Divided by 60, that means we'll need 20 Endermen per minute, right? Enderman per minute. What's that? 1 every 3 seconds? Somebody double check my math. $1,200 divided by 3,600. That means we need a third of Enderman per second. So every 3 seconds, right? Every 3 seconds we need 1 Enderman. Here, if it's 90,000, 100,000 per hour, but 100 in 1 minute sounds better. Yeah, but see, I was designing. I built the spawn. I built it that big to get a certain amount of Enderman per hour, because that's what I thought I needed. But if each Enderman actually provides more orbs, it's gonna take us longer to absorb, and therefore we need less Enderman. Like I said, we only need 1 Enderman every 3 seconds. So what we could do is we can shrink the size until we get 1 Enderman every 3 seconds on average. So now I'm just thinking how can I test 1 Enderman every 3 seconds? Since they're always going to be dying, we could just put something down here that kills them. And then we could put commands. Like this is, I still think that the player can pick up 10 orbs per second. So, you think the player can pick up 10 orbs per second? 10 orbs per second. Ten orbs per second. That means you think each orb takes 2 seconds to absorb. Well, we did do a remember we did the level 30 test. Level 30 took us about 80 seconds, a little under 80 seconds. So in 80 seconds, we were able to absorb. Let's do 80 times 20. So in 1600 game ticks, we're able to absorb. Hold on, we need to convert this. We're able to absorb. able to absorb 1395 XP worth of Enderman. So if we divide that by 5, that means we are able to absorb 279 Enderman worth of XP. But they each drop 3 orbs. That's 837 orbs. If we take our initial 1600 and divide it by 37. What does that tell us? Okay. I kind of lost track of our different, whatever they call them. I'm gonna go grab some more water, and then we'll continue this path. Let me put that. And also put up my socials. Okay, I'm gonna go grab some more water. We'll continue this in a bit. Check out all my social links there in the chat and also on screen. And I'll play the 1-minute ad for those of you guys that are not subscribed. I'll be right back. Alrighty. Nathan says, no matter how many orbs are in the range of a player, they are added to the player's experience at one time, or one at a time. 10 orbs per second. 10 orbs per second. Can maybe someone check the Minecraft code? Did you say so? If you can absorb 10 orbs per second, can we confirm the 10 orbs per second thing? Yeah, we don't want to consider servers that have mods that clump XPs. Maybe I'll ask the people. How fast a player can take in XP orb? Many per game. Okay. Message of people. What were we doing here again? Let's figure out what this math was about that was starting. Oh, and labels. That's what I was thinking of. Labels. If you don't label your numbers, it can get really confusing. Okay, so we started out with there's this many game ticks and the time it took us to get 30 levels. And then we figured out how many orbs equal 30 levels with Enderman. It took us 20 XPs. Divide by 5. Every set of 5 XPs is actually made out of 3 orbs. Here's this number. That means there is this many orbs. There's 873 orbs that we took in. And we took those orbs in 1600 ticks. So that means we took in about 2 orbs per second. Is that what it means? First number is game ticks. Game ticks divided by orbs. I think it's orbs per game tick. 2 orbs per game tick? No, that can't be. Must be the other way around. Be 2 game ticks per orb. It looks like it's 2 game ticks per orb. One orb per game tick. Did you actually look it up in the code, JT? Harpy says, why is the exact number so important? I don't understand. Oh, because I want to reference it in the video. I want to make sure I get it right. Not that verse in the code, says JT. Okay. I guess from this test, it does look like it's pretty close to, if I did that right. Because it's 1600 game ticks divided by number. Which is number of orbs. orbs over game ticks. 2 orbs per game tick? That don't... That's not... I'm pretty sure that's not right. It can't be 2 orbs per game tick. And maybe I just don't understand how to put the labels in the right spot. Do like 1 divided by 2. Oh, in this case, we're in the bigger number over top of the little number. Oh, okay. That's what I get wrong. So the bigger number is on top. And there's a line. I think of like old math where you draw it out. And then there's the numbers, smaller numbers underneath. So then this bigger number is game ticks. Game ticks per orb. That's 2 game ticks per orb. Okay, that does make sense. That also follows what you said and what the Wikipedia says. Okay, maybe I thought I was wrong the whole time. I kept thinking it was 4 game ticks. If you say it's 2. It looks like the in-game testing also showed it was about you know what? It might have been I might have been thinking 4 game ticks per mob. And I can't remember what mob I was testing. I was probably testing a blaze. But I mean, I doubt a blaze would just produce, would it produce just 2? How many orbs does a blaze produce? Oh, is it just 2? Okay. I'm trying to think of how many orbs. Was it 7 and 3? Because I think it was in the blaze one where I was testing it. Okay, so we got 8 XPs. If we take it just one of them. Oh, shoot. We got a level +1. Well, I cleared it. Well, we can just clear. Okay, that was 3. So that means the other one was 7. Okay, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking it was 4 game ticks per mob killed. But different with Enderman because they don't drop 2 XP, they drop... Or not, they drop not 2 orbs, but 3 orbs. I think this math is starting to make sense. Okay. So per Enderman, You say it takes 2 game ticks per orb. And each Enderman gives 3 orbs. So it takes 6 game ticks to do 1 Enderman. If we have 72,000 game ticks and it takes 6 game ticks per Enderman, that means we can only process 12,000 Enderman. Well, we only need to process 12,000 Enderman. Anything more is wasteful. No, 12,000. 12,000 per hour. 12,000 per seconds. Oops. 12,000 in 8 seconds. Is it really 12,000 Enderman? Okay, yeah, that does change it. That means we need 3 Endermen per second. And that's what you said earlier, right? I think that's what JT said. Oh, no, Nathan. Nathan says, I still think they can pick up. So 30 or 3 1/3. 3 1/3 Endermen per second. So we need to figure out how to get that 3 1/3 Enderman per second. Per second. So that means what? 3 seconds? 3 seconds we need 10 Endermen. Every 3 seconds we need 10 Endermen. Let me write some of the stuff down. Get it? .3 Enderman per second. Or we need 3 Enderman. No, we need 10 Enderman per 10 seconds. $33 Enderman per 10 seconds? No, 3 seconds. My bad. 10 Enderman per 3 seconds. Right. I was trying to get away from that third. That 1/3. Every 3 seconds we need 10 Endermen. Okay. So how can we test that? Could put some commands down below just to kill them. And then we can maybe I do have some command blocks that can do like entity count. Maybe have like entity count on the side that just counts how many entities or how many Endermen there is at any given time. And in 3 seconds, it is pretty fast. Okay, we'll just give it a try. I know I have command blocks and stuff in here, but I haven't used them in such a long time. Let's see if we can find them. We got a mob count command block, and we got a count mobs. Put it back here. This looks like it counts. Looks like I was doing drowns. Let's set this to... Kill entity Enderman. Sort. We only kill one at a time. We do this within... change this to 4 blocks or something. 4 blocks, okay. I was gonna kill them before they ever come down here. And then have a second block. Scoreboard. Count 1. Okay, so I have to make a scoreboard. Scoreboard. Objectives. Add. Dummy. Okay. Yes. Dummy. Scoreboard. Objective. Set display. Hide. Yes. I think I did it wrong. Layers. Add. Yes. Oh, that's what I'm missing. I'm missing the... Unconditional? Unconditional? And this one's conditional, maybe? Unconditional. Always active, repeat. Unknown scoreboard counts. Oh! Okay. I had to change this to testing. There it goes. Okay. That's about how much I know about scoreboards. So we'd be AFKing here. Not precise, like it's not going to tell me. Well, we could clear it and then just measure like how much we're getting on average. Set to 0, and then we'll just time it maybe, I don't know. I want to time it maybe a minute or something. Okay. If the minute test doesn't tell us what's going on, then we'll do a longer one. Minutes per second. Okay. 10 seconds left. Okay, 270 looks like. 270. So we got wait, 270 divided by 60 seconds. We got 4 Endermen per second. And we need 3 and a third. I think we can use this. It can be kind of iffy because we're just kind of, you know, removing blocks and then doing it. Let's remove the outer 2 layers. Okay, I guess we can try again. 200 per minute is the max you can absorb. Enderman, right? Saying 200 Enderman per minute. The labeling thing is the first place where I get confused with numbers. But don't constantly keep labels on them. Figure what I'm talking about. Yeah, we'll try this again. Oh, whoopsies. Enderman per hour or 600 orbs, or 200 per minute or 600 orbs. Thank you, JT. I think we're pretty close because we were 1.5, right? The math was correct. We're we're 4.5 Endermen per second. We want it 3 and a third. It does seem like it's quite a bit slower now. We actually have to add in a layer. Only 10 seconds left. $18, okay. 118. 118. 118 divided by 60 seconds. Yeah, so we only got 2 Endermen per second. We're trying to get 3. So, oh, frick. I threw my phone off the floor. So we're trying to... So actually that made a difference, just taking off 2 layers. Maybe we'll add in 1 more layer. Kind of surprising because the outside layers are the, you know, they're the longest, and therefore they have quite a bit of a, what do you want to call it? Surface area? Nine. Hopefully I did that right. Maybe we can't really make it any smaller. maybe like 205 Enderman per minute to be on the safe side. Should even out. Okay, let's try this again. If we want to, once we get close, we could do like a 5-minute test or 10-minute test just to get a little bit better numbers. I mean, all we're doing is we're just adding like an extra layer of blocks. It shouldn't make that much difference. Minutes left. Welcome in, Fox. These first time chatter. 3, 2, 1, 0. 200. 201, I guess. Eating some banana chips. 201. That's actually quite a bit different than the last one. Wow, that's about perfect. Okay. I guess we really didn't have to change the farm that much. We only removed a outer layer. If we want to, we could do a little bit longer test. Do a 5-minute test to see if we get similar numbers. While we're running that test, make sure you guys are subscribed to me over on my YouTube channel. Also, the bell notification completely turned on over there. I do send out community messages on the community tab, which you get access to and turning on that. I have a Discord. If you haven't already joined it, join on over there. There's help channels, discussion channels, all that good stuff. Also have a Twitter, got Patreon. If you want to support me, you can also support me on as a Discord subscriber or through PayPal. Even a Twitch sub here. Also got TikTok and Instagram. Are those months ago, and my Reddit, where I post different farm designs and ideas and tricks. People always enjoy those. Okay. We're doing a 5-minute test now, just to see how many Endermen we get in 5 minutes. Let's just check the mob cap while we're doing this. The mob cap is, yeah, we're definitely not hitting remotely close to mob cap. But remember, typically the way you would do this is you let the enemy kind of pile up a little bit, then you hit them once with the sword. That way you're not constantly having to click. Okay, so we're over 2 minutes into the test. Staying around 30 mobs. That means what can happen is you can actually let about 40 of the mobs, you can let 40 of the Endermen to actually sit down here. So a pile of 40 of them can sit. Then you can whack them. But even though you do that, you're still keeping the pace fast enough so that they're constantly able. You just don't want to hit the mob cap. That's the main thing. You don't want, otherwise you're not going to reach the maximum XPs per hour. Videos I have to head out now. have fun with dinner, and thanks so much, JD, for moderating. Whoa! We got a Slack Lizard raid. Holy muggers. Welcome in, raiders. Get some hype in the chat. How was your stream there, Slack Liver? I want to say Slack Liver. Slack Lizard. Sounds like a tongue twister for me. What were you up to? Were you doing some SMP builds? Let us know. Give Slack Lizard a shout out. There you go. If you guys haven't already dropped him a follow, check him out there. Click that little thing at the top of the screen. You guys can actually drop a follow without even leaving my stream, which is pretty cool. Who we all got joining in the raid? We got Maribel. Hey. Oh yeah, Maribel got the VIP too now. I forgot about that. For Slack Liver. I would say Slack Liver. Slack Lizard. Also got some VIP. Welcome in, guys. How are you doing your stream? Slack says, how goes things today? Pretty well. So, my throat has been a little bit sore for the last couple of weeks. So I've been kind of putting off recording this simple Enderman farm that we got going on right here. Let's see if I can take a look at it without moving. There's a little spawn platform above and they fall down, and got a dripstone here. Right now we're just testing the rates. We're doing a 5-minute test. In 30 seconds we'll look at what those results are. But essentially the player can only take in, we figured, 1 XP orb every 2 game ticks. So that means for every Enderman that dies, it takes 6 game ticks for player to actually absorb those XP orbs. That means we want the farm to produce 10 Enderman. No, wait, 10. What do we write down? Yeah, 10 Enderman every 3 seconds. That's what we want the farm to produce. Any more, it's not helping us. Okay, so let's check out the number in 0. 76. Okay, 976. 976. 976. 976. $9.76 divided by 60. No, not 60 seconds. What's 300 seconds? Oh, that's pretty close. 60 seconds times 5 minutes. 300. Okay, so it looks like the farm is currently producing 3 1/4 Enderman per second, and we want to produce 3 1/3 Enderman per second. So it's pretty close. I don't know if we want to change anything, or if we just want to leave it the way it is. Yeah, how was Slack Lizard up to? You see, the farm is quite simple. Also, try to simplify this part here instead of putting like the water. I talked about how you can do like just water logging, or you actually do the double carpet thing without even doing a ceiling. Put the double carpet here, so that makes it a little bit cheaper. And the dripstone also means you don't have to build it up as high. Plus, they're all one-hit kill too, so you can actually punch them, or you can just use like a wooden sword or stone sword. Hey, Wildy Coyote's here. He says just dropping in for a minute. About to leave for work. Have a good one, Wildy. Best of luck. Wildy also gave a shout out to Maribel. You guys can check them out. Us playing Lasso Cave. Ooh, what is that? I love cave games. Obviously, I'm playing Minecraft. Can someone tell me how Slack's stream went? Yeah, so mostly my stream's been about me. I actually did a block by block tutorial, so I actually explained how to build this farm. Oh, okay. I don't think they spawn there if I stand over here though. Double check that. Let me just pull up that. No, not that. Pull up that. And if I stand down here, nothing should spawn over there. Oh, what the heck? Okay, oh, now I can see. It helps if you do stuff right. If I stand down here... Okay, it looks like one Enderman can spawn there. not hurting the mob cap. The mob cap is quite below. I guess some are spawning over there. In the video, in the actual tutorial video, I tell people to go out 128 blocks. I didn't actually go out 128 blocks just because I wanted to line it up with my old one for ease, but people shouldn't have that problem. Other than that, one thing we could do is we could add another layer onto this. But we're already pretty close. Like I said, we're 3 Endermen and a quarter Enderman every second. And we only need 3 and a third. So not too far. It said, what height is spawning platform at? It's half as tall as you normally drop. So I think normally drop them like 42 blocks. And then it's half as tall because they're using dripstone point. So it's like 21 blocks. Enderman can only spawn within 24 blocks of the player. And that's why I don't think it's actually possible for Endermen to actually spawn, like maybe right there they can't spawn. But there's a glass block there anyway. I don't think this actually helps with the rates. Marble says, it's a new adventure game created by King's Quest and founder Sierra. Ooh, King's Quest. I'm trying to think what was King's Quest. Might have seen it. I don't recognize the name. Hopefully Slack's stream went well. Oh, I missed the part where it said branding a monument on Slackville today. Ooh, nice. We're using sand and sponges. Or are you trying to use flying machines? How did that go? Now some people like try to stop the guardians from like attacking them because it can get annoying. It's a series of games in the late 80s, early 90s. Oh, maybe I don't know about those. There were 7 games. Okay, they were like board games, or were they actually video games back then? Arcade games, maybe. Actually, let's figure the math up. If the farm only does produce 3 1/4, let's see how far off we'd be off for getting our goal. So it's that many Endermen per second. Times 60. Times 60. We'd only be getting 11,700. And I think we're trying to aim for 12,000. It'd be like almost 300 Endermen off. Yeah, I think we're aiming. So maybe I'll just leave the video. In the video, I just say, in the video, I just go out an extra layer, and then it produces, we know what that produces. It produces about 4.5 Endermen per second, which is plenty. But it's possible that if I just add like another layer, like one more row to this, it would produce the same row. Maybe I'll just put in like, maybe I'll put down some text saying that, yeah, you can use 8 blocks out, or you can use 10 blocks out. Both of them probably will work. Some of the earliest RPG adventure computer games. Wow, RPG adventure games. Let me just look it up. Because I did play some games on like old Apple computers. But you're saying it's a computer game, so it'd be one of the early computer games. RPG. No, what am I looking up? Looking up King's Quest. Oh, of course, it's a series, like you said. King's Quest. And then I just want to look up maybe images. What is the first one called? Maybe it's King's Quest 1? Oh wow. That is some like MS Paint text right there. What in the world? You guys want to see this? What in the world? No, I don't remember ever seeing this game. Huh. Huh, you're saying they had computers that were running this back in the day. 1984. Okay, up to number 2. No. Crazy. Kind of reminds you of like those mini clip games that people make. Type all the action like open door. Wow. So you have to remember what the different like commands are, I guess. Open door. Huh. That is something. No, none of the image really remind me of anything. Other than like mini clip. They were hard, believe it or not. Oh, the game was hard? Or the commands were hard to remember? It helped to have a player stand on a trapdoor instead of the slab. I thought about that, Nathan, but then I thought, well, it's too risky for someone to accidentally open up the trapdoor. If you use iron trapdoor, then you're asking people to get iron or iron. I'm not worried about the Enderman spawning over there. They're not really affecting the farm because like I said in the video, I told people to work them out. Okay, I think I might just add a layer onto this. Probably be good. It turns out we might have estimated it pretty close. I don't know how I estimated it so correctly. But yeah, we just had some command blocks here that are killing them and counting them for us. So let me just double check and make sure I got the world download. So still gonna do like a intro, outro. We might add some more information to this video, depending if it's not like 10 minutes long. Might try to make the video 10 minutes long. What was I gonna do? 2 game ticks per orb. Let's type that stuff out. Per orb. And then we were saying 3 orbs per Enderman. It looks like I do have the world download. Yes, I do. So I have the world download for the previous one that I destroyed, but that should be good enough. Some other links. So I think all I really need is just the intro and the outro to the video. And then I'll send this to my editor and yeah, hopefully we can get a cool video out of this. Maybe next Friday this video will come out. I'll try to be better at putting my videos out, like get my videos ready like the week ahead. So if I get the video like started now, then it'll be ready for next Friday. Is there a reason boats aren't used to hold the mite? No, I don't think so. That's a good observation, because I think they can see. I think they would be able to see the endermite through it. I think a reason I use, yeah, boat might be cheaper. Then you wouldn't have to use a rail or the minecart. Good point. I guess we could record that. You just need a little bigger area to place a boat down. I wonder if you... Let me just try placing... If I shoot ender pearls... Can't really shoot ender pearls, can I? Because I'll right click into it? Yeah. But then I think if you pick the endermite up immediately, then you won't be able to put a name tag on it either. So I might have to do it differently. Let's first test it and then we'll record it. Enderman. So there's like no way to name tag it now. Can't even turn around. Okay, well, yeah, let me also record that because that's probably worthwhile. Let's also remove the scoreboard. Effective. Let's. Probably want to name tag it. I don't want to put the boat down until we actually name tag it. Let's go ahead and do this. We'll need a big enough area for a boat. So I think we could do that. Build the boat. This video will be up on my YouTube channel, like I said. If you guys are not aware already, I do have a playlist. Well, I got quite a few playlists, but I also have a document, farm everything document. If you guys are ever looking for a farm, there's a document right there in chat called Farm Everything, and it actually shows how you can farm up pretty much every item in the game. Be something fun to do. So, am I still recording? Let me just... Okay, I'll start it back up again. Okay. Remember what to do. Alternatively, you can go ahead and summon in a endermite. Supposed to die. And then leave the little pin, then name tag it from here. and then place in a boat, which will pick it up. And then just try to keep the endermite in the center, over top of the wall, and then you can remove the last block, and it's also perfectly set up. Okay, let's just test it. Okay, I guess we gotta get more centered. Then get in the boat and move it so it is, the center of the boat is directly underneath of the center of the wall. So that it is directly, so that the endermite is directly underneath of the wall when you exit the boat. Okay, like we can edit that all together and it'll sound pretty good. Have you seen YouTube videos on Rocks about his days at Sierra? Sierra? Probably says above the wall, not below the wall. Okay, I'll check. If I say it wrong, then I'll come in there and redo that. Other than that, that should be kind of all you need. Then all you do is come down here. I guess we can remove those. Guys, here. Remove that. Yeah, just use any sword. Don't need any damage on it. I guess I could mention that. You don't even need to have any enchantments on your sword. This does make it a bit cheaper, as you don't need the iron for the minecart or the rail. Okay, so I'm just recording little bits. I should probably... XP per hour is also incorrect. Have a good one, Wildy. Best of luck at work. Worked on the Sierra Game Studios, and he made a fun video about that time. Huh. I guess what are the rates of this farm then? we said 12,000 Endermen per hour. Each of them give 5 XP. Okay, so 60,000. Let me re-record that. Go to survival. This part, with this setup, you get the maximum amount of Enderman that you need in order to get the maximum XPs per hour, which is 60,000 per hour. I guess Ender Pearl thing is also wrong then. How many Ender Pearls would that be? I guess it'd be we said it was 12,000 Endermen per hour, and 50% time they drop XPs. But yeah, it's 6,000. Which is equivalent of 6,000 Ender Pearls per hour. And the spawning platform is designed up above to be perfect size so that you get exactly 33. Actually, I'm not going to record that because I don't want to repeat myself too much in these videos. I notice if I'm trying to make like a video that's for a broader audience, I don't want to say similar things too often. Yeah, it seems quite good. Like I'm always getting plenty of XPs. So we did math to figure out what would be like the size in order to get the correct amount of Enderman so that there's always some XP orbs going in. The limiting factor is always how much the player can take in. You can actually let the Enderman pile up here for a while. Okay, I think I'm good for now. We'll try to edit the video and then we'll see if there's anything missing or if I notice anything, we'll fix it. I will fix it. Good thing we tested that. The XP thing wasn't quite right. Cool. Alrighty. I've been streaming for 3.5 hours. We're gonna find somebody to raid, so stick around, guys, so we can raid as a big party. It'll be fun. While I get the raid going, make sure you guys check out all my other social links. I threw them up on screen, also in the chat. Click them all and join them all. Push my YouTube channel so you guys don't miss out on this video when it goes live. It'll probably come out next Friday. Depends if the Wednesday snapshot next week is something fascinating. If it is, then we'll do that type of video. Otherwise, I'll have this video ready to go whenever we need it. Ooh, we got a few people playing Minecraft. let's raid Bruno. We haven't raided them for quite a while. You're playing a respawn. See if we get all 42 guys to join in this raid for Bruno. If you guys don't know who Bruno, he is an amazing Twitch streamer. He's also on other social media as well, like YouTube. And playing what's called the Respawn, which is like a hardcore world, but you have lives, and you can like trade lives, but once you lose our lives, then you are done for it. Let's go ahead and raid Bruno. He's also very entertaining and brings a lot of hype to his streams. Make sure to drop him a follow when we hop over there. As always, when we do the raids, all you guys could please participate by dropping the raid message. Then we get all 42 of you guys to copy this message and paste it into Bruno's stream once we go over there. Also throw in some lovely emotes. Give him some extra hype in his channel. Thank you guys so much for joining the stream. Big thanks to Slack Lizard for coming in with that amazing raid. People